What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to do another trade breakdown of a very clean breakout trade that happened yesterday on the S&P 500 and how you can use the Bookmap as well to basically take profits of the market, use it for entries, and also for targets, right? So let's just start off with the analysis of this trade. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm starting to use the line chart a lot to see opposite structure, especially in the pre-market and from the past one or two sessions. And as you can see right here in the pre-market, we had this low right here, and then it got rejected here once, twice, and three times, right? So this was a key level for me. And what I basically wanted to see is either I wanted to see a lot of rejections right here and then price go down, look for shorts, or I wanted to see an aggressive break and then a retest of that and then a massive move up. And this is exactly what happened. Okay, so if we go to the charts, to the candlestick charts, obviously it doesn't look as clean as on the line chart, but as you go to the 1 minute time frame, you can see right here how when the market opened, just had a little drop without getting to this level first. Then the market completely reversed, and there was a lot of aggressive buyers stepping in the market. And then we finally broke this level, retested, made an M1 double bottom, and then flew up to our target. Okay, and our target, let me just explain as well why I have that level marked up. So looking on the line chart, we had multiple lows right here that aligned, and obviously on the candlestick charts they aligned a little bit better. As you can see, the wicks, they were basically on the same area. So I had this level right here, which was also an area I wanted to use for potential sells, and this is exactly where the market also completely reversed off and fallen off a cliff from there. So if I were to look for longs, this was going to be my target. And as you can see on the 1 minute, this is exactly what happens. Like I said, we had a nice retest over here, double bottom, and then it flew quite quick to our target, okay, resulting in a massive risk to reward trade. So let's take a look on the Bookmap and see how aggressive buyers stepped in here at the market open and how they broke this level, which is the 16th, and then retested that a couple times and then flew up from there. So the market opens here 3:30 my time, so let's just let it play and speed it up a little bit. We're going to see a drop now, obviously, for the next couple of minutes. There's a drop, and then the market will start reversing soon. There we go. I remember our level was the 16, so we're going to go up aggressively now. We'll just slow it down a little bit. So the 16s are right here. This is our line, and let me see if I can draw a line on the 16s. This is our level. Okay, where is this horizontal line right here? So this is our level. We need to see a break and a retest of that level. Okay, so let's go ahead and see once it breaks it. Slow down a little bit. We're approaching the 16s. Okay, we're right above it now. We're going to break it and go to the 21s, more or less. You can see all these offers right here as well. Price is struggling a little bit at the 16s. Now once it breaks it, we'll see clear shift. You can see as well here aggressive selling, but then the selling was weakening. Okay, you can see how the bubbles are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That's because sellers are getting weaker, and now all of a sudden we're above this level, and aggressive buyers are stepping in with 180 contracts. Okay, so we'll just keep jumping up now. There we go, into 20s. And now we'll look for a retest of this level of the 16s. Needs to come back. Weaker selling again. Aggressive buyers are stepping in. Still didn't retest the 16 level. There we go. I'm gonna retest it one more time. There we go. Now I properly retested it. Went below a little bit. Now we just need to see aggressive buyers stepping in. Okay, so let's slow it down. Let's zoom in a little bit, like this. So you can see very aggressive selling. Now we need to see aggressive buying stepping in. There we go. That was it. That was a good sign already. And another one. Okay, so these are two potential entry confirmations. Okay, after aggressive selling, seeing aggressive buying stepping in, decent contract sizes at this level of interest with this just the break and the retest of the 16s. You can also see that this price basically reacted of an interesting area right here, right? We had some consolidation. You can see we had a rally, then sort of a base, and then another rally. So there's like a sort of demand, I would say, a small demand on the Bookmap, and price retested the 16th, came into this area where price was consolidating a small little demand, and then we saw the aggressive selling switching up into aggressive buying. Now we'll speed it up a little bit and see how price reacts. There we go, we had a nice reaction of that level already. Drop back down one more time very aggressively and very quick. Hope you guys saw that. And then price will just keep going up and up and up very aggressively now. And then in terms of targets, well, there are a lot of targets that you can do, 35s, 32s. All these offers are great targets, the 40s, that really depends, 55s, that really depends on what you're happy with. But these are all, good target levels, especially if your entry is around here, around the 16s, 16 and a halves, with a like 3-point stop loss, 10, 15 points target is, it's a great trade. There we go. Beautiful how it's just filling those offers. As you can see, the offers that were here, this was 112, 83, but then the buyers who are stepping in are 208 contracts, right? So if this happens, well, price only has one option, right? It's just to go up, okay? Because the buying power is just so much more than the selling power. So there's only one way for price to go, which is up, okay? That doesn't mean it's not going to retrace, but generally speaking, once you see that, when you have an offer of 118 or 120 and then aggressive buyers who pretty much double the size, then price will just go up. Okay, there's just no other explanation for it. Here again as well, we have 97s, 94s, 180, and this one 383 contracts. Price can only go up. Okay, so that's just how it works. There we go. Keeps going up. And that was just a beautiful trade. Okay, and it's just filling all those offers, but the buyers are just way too strong. Okay, that's why price just keeps going up. You can see this bid popping up here, massive bid, 444, 279. Yeah, just a little retrace. Speed it up a bit more. There we go, another one. So we had 531 contracts on an offer that was 76 contracts. So, price just has to go up. And it's going to go a little bit higher. Price is slowing down a little bit. And there we go. This was the target around the 43s. There we go. This was a full target, and here I'm all out. You can see how much still aggressive buying there is as price still went a little bit higher, as you can see on the chart, right? 43s, which was the bottom of this level. The price did go a little bit higher, but it started to stall. Okay, we had a very nice run up here. The price was stalling a little bit over here, and then obviously made the massive change of direction, and it did go up until the 49s. But yeah, all in all, I think this was a great target, the 43s, which is just the bottom of this level. And also, like I said, it's really important to analyze the Bookmap while you're in the trade, because you might have a target in mind, right? You might get a little bit greedy or whatever, but you can use those offers and then see the aggressive buying that come to those offers and see how price reacts. Because if every single offer is a lot smaller than the aggressive buyer who stepped in, then price can only do one thing, which is to go up, right? Unless aggressive sellers start stepping in that offer, and like right after the buyers, or the buyers are not strong enough, then price will just go down. Okay, but if the buyers fill this offer, this passive sell, then if the buyers are bigger, the price will just go up. That's just how it works. There's nothing else to it. Okay, it's pretty simple. So you can keep analyzing this and say, okay, no, price will still go further up, since the offer was only 95 contracts and the buyer who stepped in and who filled this order was 471. Well, obviously price will just go up. Okay, you don't have to doubt that. It's literally 100% fact that price will go up. So yeah, anyways, this was a nice little trade breakdown of a trade that happened yesterday. I think it was a pretty clean one, especially with using the line chart, like I explained in a previous video, how I use that now for structure, and just very basic break and retest of this level in case the buyers were very strong at the open, and they were. And then obviously here it was pretty clean to enter as well. You can see the clear M1 double bottom, and using the Bookmap as well to get those precise entries and using for targets as well is obviously very helpful. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.